Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be doing splitting a two-way segment into one-way segments. I have done this earlier on a city road. Today we are going to do it on a major highway that goes through India. Please again remember, most of these videos are applicable to Waze India. In case you're editing in some other country, please check your own local rules. Though most of the rules apply similar way in how we do the editing. First thing we start with is checking the layers. For this particular work, we will need GPS points to be enabled. Always keep live users on, so in case someone else is editing here, you can see. And two people working in the same area could normally end up with errors. We will also put on speed cameras, and that should be enough for this particular session. For venues, I prefer to add place names so we can see what that place is. Now, I was working on this area 2 days ago, and this is where I finished. I hope you can see here in the middle at this point. This is very, very important because we always need to check. Sometimes this work is very, very long and it takes a few hours, and you may not have few hours at the same time. But when you save and leave, it is possible that there'll be a map update. If the map updates and you've left unlinked roads, you could end up with trouble where someone actually driving on that road will end up getting an error or not getting a route at all. So I'll first talk about how to finish this, and then we'll do a portion of the map that'll help us understand how to do this. Part one, how did I end this? This highway existed from before, so I have got it connected to these two. Now that it is connected to these two, I will check that all the roads are allowed, and these roads should not be turning on this side. However, there might be a U-turn under the bridge, so this is here. Now, how we will proceed with this from today is I will select the next 3 segments, and we will try to bring it till this point. This is also pretty bad, needs to be adjusted, but I'll continue this later. So for now, what I will do is I will connect these 3 parts. I have taken these 3 national highway segments, and I will turn them into A to B segments. Now I know in which direction this will go. And once I'm here, I already have the breakups. I will, for today's video, try to end up at this location. So once you're done with that, go ahead, click save. I keep on saving so that we don't get errors after finishing a lot of work. Now, as always, make sure you're editing at 20 or 21. Those are the right zoom levels so that people get the right directions on each of the roads. So now this road is not necessary. I will bring this down and bring it up till here. The reason I'm stopping here is I can see there might be an underpass here. So I'll bring the old previous road I finished 2 days ago over here. I will now also check that this road should also come here in case I need that underpass to get connected. This road will have to separate because we've got the A to B section. I don't have to leave this here. I can move this further down and keep on going. I will try to extend this. And now that I have these two, I can bring it straight out and try to match the curve as well as it can be done. Now, I can adjust the next 3 points here. However, I will have to change this one out. When I move this out of the way, this one will go here, and you'll also have to unlink this part because this will, I am pressing D on my keyboard without clicking when I am on that particular node. That's how we edit the nodes. I am not sure about this road, but I'll check that a little bit later. Now, we are back onto this road. I have already disconnected these 2 segments. So I will select, again, Control Shift. I'm on a Windows computer, so Control Shift and pull this in. I can delete this one. This is a straight road. I don't need extra nodes. I will then select these 2 and drag it here again. Once I'm done with that, I will drag this one in. So I'm trying to adjust the A to B that is already correct and exists. I don't think I will need this one. So what to do in case of these multiples? I normally personally follow that you change one node and you delete the next one. So between two nodes, you keep on deleting one node in between. Now this one goes here, this one goes here, and I have dragged this one here because these already exist. Once again, Control Shift, I have done a selection so I can move all three. Again, move them all away so you can see smaller nodes. Delete this one, we don't need this, and I'll bring this back. I'll adjust this section later. That's not the point of this video. So I have this node now here. That's a curve. I will try to match that. I will try to match this here as well. And this way to type 1 seems to be an old road. For now, I will not use it. And I will just drag this to this point. Match the curve again. And now that I've done quite a bit of work, I will click save. I have 39 points already. It's better to save rather than lose work. You will get these errors. For now, click save. Don't ignore them. I will have to go back and check that everything is correct later. I am now going to align the rest of the roads. This is here. Again, the next node is here. As I said, keep one node, delete the next one because this road is straightening out. I would now go in here. I am not sure at this point if this is a U-turn, so I'll leave this for now as it is. I'll bring this here. This one comes in here. I can delete this one. That's a curve. That's why, because this is a curve, that's why I'm keeping that one. I select this one and bring it in. Last part for today, I will finish this video here. So I'm going to bring it in the middle. Then I'll delete this and I'll bring this here. So I'm going to make it look slightly like the previous thing where we started today's video. And I now have two locations here. I should adjust this place slightly out because I assume there is a service road being built over here. Again, bring this one also slightly in and then bring this one also slightly in. And I can delete this one because the boundary will be formed here. Okay, so I'll check the place again later. For now, I'm finishing here and I'll click save. I am not going to bother about the southern part. I'm going to fix it today, but it's not going to be a part of this video. So what have I done so far? I have adjusted the currently available roads in such a way that they are visible on the WME. I have a gap here now. I am going to keep this road for now and check that the current roads are all available. Yes, they are. Now, since Street View has just become recently available in India, what I'm going to do there is I'm going to check if I can see this underpass. Again, I'm getting an error because this road is not connected to anything. It's important, but I'll ignore the error for now because I know I have to create these roads. I will now catch up the drag for Street View, bring it to this road and check if it turns blue. It doesn't. Okay. I'll try the other side. It doesn't. On the highway, I hope you noticed, it does change a little bit. So I am seeing the highway. If I zoom in, yes, there is an underroad. There seems to be a big stadium here. Something must be a good old cricketing stadium. Now, I am at the top of the bridge. I can see the highway. There are two lanes here, but obviously I don't have any side view here. So I'm going to use my judgment here in this case, and I'm going to connect an underpass. I'm doing that because this is quite clear that there is an underpass here. Part 2, when I was here and looking, can you see that this road is going down with this triangle here? And if you look at the opposite side, this triangle is also closing. So obviously it's dropping in height. That means this must be an underpass that they're trying to give people a U-turn. So how do we label this? We just call it underpass because we want it to be visible to people, especially those who don't live here. Always important. This is left as two-way. Road type should be the same as the one it connects, so minor highway. Speed limit 30 because we want people to slow down while getting onto this underpass. We leave it on ground level and then check that our two highways are above that level. Otherwise, we'll get an error. So elevation of 2 for this highway. Underpass is connected and I have the highway now. and I did not get an error. That error was not given because underpass is at ground and the NH66 is at level 2. Moving on, I will now just go along. I like when you follow the Waze India guidelines, we only create roads A to B. So I'm going to go down this side and I'll come back this way. So here you go. I create this side road first. I will have to bring it here because obviously a road has to connect in here. I'll again try and check if I have a street view here. Nothing. I'll check the highway. I have it. Can I see what this is from here? Well, army. Okay. Nothing to draw then. We don't draw any army installations. What we will do here is just create enough space for the road to go through and then finish the service road. I don't have a major connection anymore. Don't forget, this is many hours of work. So I can't do it at the same time. So I need to check where I can bring it to a stop. So I'm using this one just to check in a way that if the road connects and the service road exists or not. So yes, there is a highway here, there is a diversion or a boundary, and then this road has two-way traffic. Okay, that tells me that this side road cannot join in. I will delink this and move it here. I'll keep one, delete the next node. Draw it straight, delete, draw it up, delete, draw it up, delete. That helps us keep the shape of this segment. Now that I have that, I will save this and connect this one here. At this moment, I can click allow turns from there. I will also make sure that I label this as a service road. Once I'm done with that, I've also noticed here that I've got traffic going both ways there, and there is a merge in traffic going ahead. Now I'm confused if this is actually two-way or these people are driving it wrong. And therefore, what I'm going to do is I will have to check. Go slow. It's giving directions in this side. This car is turning this way. Okay, so it's possible that this segment is correct. Speed limit is 40. That's also visible to me. So here, this becomes 40. I will go ahead here and check on this board what it says. That's just a location board. That's not the speed limit. So we'll have to come back and check that later. Okay, so for now, we have the speed limits already done. We are also going to add the speed limit here at 40. And because that car is coming out and there's another vehicle coming out from there, I'm going to leave it open to both side traffic. And I'll only make the last segment go one way so that traffic doesn't flow the other way around. Again, service roads are always primary streets. And click save. So this car going this way, and actually we can see traffic here. Can you see the red arrow? I think this is a proper road that goes both ways. I will now also get to do this service road backwards here. I will now select this segment here and go to the start of the bridge, which was actually lifted somewhere here. All right, I cannot touch this one for now. Let's go back. I'll explain that later in another video. For now, let me just label these two. This is a service road, this is a service road, and make it match. So service road, primary street, two-way, speed limit 40, block 2. Now that this is saved, I am going to take a road here and give connection here. Also, we saw that this was military, so we'll call this a private road, so people don't get drive-ins through this area. I'm going to check this off. We don't want regular traffic here. It's A to B. That gives me the right level. I'll label this at 30 and lock it to 3. Private roads in India are locked at level 3. So we've got the service road growing. I will again check here with some street view if I can spot that the traffic exists on both sides. I cannot see any traffic. Yes, this person is going that way. There is no other traffic visible. This is too high to see anything, and I cannot check. Okay, so on the highway, the speed limit seems to be 65 along the corner. So we'll update that to 65. There is the signboard. This is save. That error is because it's an isolated segment, but remember, we'll come back to that later. Service road here is at 40. That's correct. We leave it at two-way and wait for an update request or street view later on. This and this segment does not need a break anymore, because when we check here on the street view, there is no break here. Look, there is no merge. There is no transfer to the other side. Nothing happens. So this must have been present during construction time. You select both the segments. They don't match. Must be because of speed limit that I just changed. If I select that, there you go. So the road names are correct. The highway type is the same. The direction is okay. Probably the old segment had speed limit of 100. This one had 65. As soon as all the characteristics or properties of the segments matched, I got the merge segment icon. I click that, apply, save. Now for the last part on this side, I am going to take this down. I am going over what I saw before because the road seems to be finished. Again, I will finish this later, but for today, as we are finishing, I will create this road this way, make it service road. Go primary street, A to B. I don't want traffic flowing back from this side. Maybe this army area allows you to go double way here, but not here. And then speed limit will continue to be 40. We already saw that. Primary streets, India, lock level 2, save. For right now, I've created a small problem, which is this road. Because I'm pausing here for today, I should turn this one off because there's no way from this service road you'll be able to make this turn going the other way. Now, I will quickly check what's happening here on this highway. Yes, there is a speed limit of 20. There's no speed limit here on the main highway. I'm facing the right side. I will. So it does say 40 that way. That means the service road is two-way because here you're not supposed to be. So this bar being outside means it's the service road speed limit. I'll quickly go check what this board says. I think it's square. It's a rectangle, so it's probably just NH66 or a curve board. Yes, it's just a curve board. So we have 20 speed limit this way and we have 40 speed limit the other side. Interesting. So what we will do now is, because we always go A to B, I'm going to select this. I'm going to go this way and then start to connect. Now, I should unlink this one and bring it down here so I can connect the service road. Part 2. This doesn't exist anymore, so I can delete this one. If you're a level 1 or a 2 editor in India, you should always send this to your mentor or to your state manager. Once again, going on, select here, keep going, finish the rest of the service road. Now we need to check over here if this road is actually connected. No, it's not. There is this side road coming out. We need to be clear about that, but it's not connected to the highway. So again, unlink this portion and connect it to the service road. Now that we have that part done, once again, editing only at 2021, so you do it minutely enough. Going to the next part. This one will connect here. I can drag this a little bit to the right just to get the alignment correct. And then I go ahead and just finish the service road to this point. Now that I have got this going, I just need to select this. Take the 3 roads I made just now on the left side of the highway. The 4th one is here. Never leave it saved on that white and red boundary. I'm going to type service road. This will be a primary street. It is a two-way street. I'm going to leave it as that because I saw that. A to B going in that direction. Once again, always better to confirm. A to B going was 20 and B to A coming was 40. So this was a two-way segment. Click Save. Now these errors need to be resolved after I do one more little thing. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So this is where I'm stopping for today in this particular video. I can make this edit here. I cannot make these two curves here. I'm going to stop that. And the last thing I'm going to do is connect these two. I'm not going to make a new segment here. I'm going to extend this to bring it till here. I'm doing this at a higher zoom level just so that I can merge these two. I will bring this one back a little bit. I'm taking it out. I'm holding it here. You have to be very careful while doing this, and then bring this one back to connect. Straight away, zoom in and check that it connected properly. There. What have I done? I have saved that I can keep the previous road as it existed without creating a new segment. Now, let's start checking. This is where we started for today. So now that we've done all the work, we must check that everything is correct. So, yes, that's all right. Next one we created was going down here. That's correct. This part keeps on going. This is connected. If I connect these two, I'm not getting the same speed. That's okay. I check this one. I can merge it, so I merge it. Quickly check the left side. You're allowed into that property. You're allowed both ways. Maybe someone enters accidentally and needs to turn around. This one is going the right way. This one's allowed both ways because we know that this service road is two ways. Next, moving on, check the next point. Yes, this is correct. You can turn both ways here. You can turn both ways here. And then we go on and connect here. I should turn off all of these, and I have also corrected this one. Let's say. So the north to south, or let's say the west to south is correct. Let's check the other side. These two are going in here, correct. This one's allowed in. And this one, let me see if I can merge it. Yes, I can. Let me try this one if I can merge it. I can't, I'm leaving it for now. There must be a mismatch between the speed limits. Let's check. Yes, and there is an opening here. There is a connection between the service road. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this will give us some extra work to do. That's why it's always important to check if the service roads exist or not. There's a rumble strip here, and the speed limit is 20. Okay, great. So this one, go back, change to 20. Click Save. As soon as you arrive, give the option to merge in. Road, select, merge in. Do I have a boundary here? Yes, I do. I'll take this one. I'll tell you why. Again, I'm trying to avoid making unnecessary nodes. Part 2, I'm taking another road, connecting to this ramp, and exit. Now, step 1, select these two. These should be ramps because they're connecting different types. You don't necessarily need an address here. This needs to be A to B. Make it match the speed limit 20 and lock at level 3. If you can't lock it, send it to your state manager or to your mentor. One thing special here, this one is allowing me to merge in, but it should not allow me to come back. And then going here, you're getting it to the left, so you can exit as well. And then you can continue here straight. And that brings us here, and we can continue on this road. So that was a good check. Let's check if the other side also has an exit. Yes, it does. Okay, so we will do that by moving here. By being at this location, you actually get the right location. I should not make that merge here. I should make that merge over here. So once again, the first step is to come in to the highway and the second is to go out. So let's create an in and then create the exit. So select both of them, make them A to B, speed limit 20, block level 3, should be a ramp connecting different types of road. You don't necessarily need a name here, click save. Let's not get distracted. We were checking if this side was correct. So these two are there. This one exists, this turn is allowed, and now look, it's not showing me a straight line going through. That must be because this one is not connected properly. So I need to take this out and bring it back. And now I can save some time by selecting the node and clicking allow all turns. Now check. I'm getting both. Okay. I'm getting my entrance. I don't want the loop back onto the service road. I'm getting the service road. I'm getting the exit. And I'm getting the service road to go straight. I should not get this road back because actually I should, in case it's a two-way. Let's check again. Never do it by what you think. Always check what the ground reality is. I don't think a U-turn is a no-no here. Yeah, because what if you wanted to turn here and go on this road? I think that is allowed. We can check going slightly back here and to the opposite side if there is a road sign on this end. So we are, there is, it's giving us a merge as we approach, but it's necessarily not telling us. Yeah, it's a merge. There we are. I would leave this as two-way because it doesn't tell us explicitly no U-turn. So leave it for the locals to decide or wait for an update request. Because if you look, this highway is going this way, this road is going this way, but there are road signs telling you about rumble strips. So this service road has to be two-way. So it's correct. Back to checking our work. We can come out of this road and turn right and left. We can get onto the highway. We can continue straight. Let's keep going. This is connected, needs to be turned on. This is connected, needs to be turned on. Moving on. Nothing to merge on the NH. There is here. Let's see if this one gives me the merge sign. No, it doesn't. Leave it as it is. And again, this part is missing. So you will draw it out, put it back on, select the node, click allow all turns. And now you have it. Okay, click save. And the last part, you can take the underpass and you're connected back to the previous road. So there you go. That was a long video, but that's why this work is to be done by level 3 and above in India. We do not give this to L1, L2 editors because both you need rights on a lot of segments and it's a lot more detailed work than doing primary street and street network and places. So that's how you do it on a highway. And then next time I'll continue from the last part as I did today. Hope that helps. I'll see you again next time.